Good evening, my name is Garrett and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from Black Market Spirits. This is their Throwback Fernet, coming in at a 35% ABV. Now, for full disclosure, Black Market Spirits was kind enough to send this over for us to take a look at and to review, so just keeping that transparency open. So if you've never heard of a Fernet, that's okay. Here's a quick little rundown because I had to do some research myself. So Fernet is an Italian herbal liqueur that's not only really big in Italy, but Argentina and in California, where Black Market Spirits is located. Now, this is distilled in-house, all handmade, and they use 20 different herbs and spices in this blend. Now, you might be wondering, what's the purpose? What's the callback for this? Well, Black Market Spirits actually has a pretty colorful background in the bartending scene. They've worked their way through several different positions in that area and finally up into doing up their own distillery. And the bartenders and people in the bar scenes adopted Fernet as kind of their drink of choice to share with each other and kind of collaborate and have a good time with a unique spirit. And I'm really interested. I do enjoy herbal liqueurs now and again, so I'm really excited to see what they can do in California on that profile. So let's get into things. As always, we're going to be trying it two different ways. First way, neat, no ice, no water. We're going to make up a profile for it. Second way, we're actually going to be taking an Argentinian spin on it, and you'll see here in a second what that means. And as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hang around for a bit. If you're interested in other bottles that Black Market Spirit is releasing, those links will be up above and down below for you to enjoy, along with a link to their website that'll be down in the description area below, so you can go check them out and try to find some in your area if you want to. But yeah, reaching out and talking to Black Market Spirits, they were really awesome people to talk with. And he's like, yeah, I want you to try it. Let me know what you think. You know, you don't have to do much with it, but we want you to experience it. And I'm like, of course I want to experience it and talk about it with you at home. Because this will be my first Fernet. Oh my gosh. That is beautifully dark. That is, wow. Dark red, brown. Again, 35%. I'm excited to see it. It kind of, on the surface, my brain goes Jaeger, because Jaeger is an herbal liqueur, and I actually enjoy sipping on Jaeger from time to time. Call me crazy. I don't care. All right. Let's go for some notes. Oh, that is... What? That is gorgeous. It's herbal, but medicinal and spicy. You get a bit of star anise in there and almost licorice notes. A mintiness going on too. And like a cocoa powder. But the star anise in there, if there is, I'm assuming there is, because it is very subtle in there. Very light. It's not overpowering licorice, but there is a little bit of a licorice note in there. Maybe a little bit of like almost like a calamine. Calamine. Is there that in there? I don't know what's all in here, but I'm getting kind of a calamine note. But it reminds it's an incense almost quality to it because it's soft. Rhubarb. There's a sweet earthiness that reminds me of rhubarb in here. That is gorgeous. No ABV, nothing sharp, nothing off on that side of things. Okay, I'm really excited. So let's go for a taste. Ooh. They don't call it a bitter liqueur for anything. The back of your tongue goes very bitter. But the spices in here, my brain is equating this to a beautifully done curry, where you're having this big amalgamation of spices and flavors. And yet, at the end of the day, when you take that first bite of curry, it all plays together well. Because if you ever watched curry being made, my wife makes it now and again, it's a handful of spices of all types of, and it just like a pinch of this, pinch of that, scoop of this, scoop of that, and there's like 6 to 8, 10 different spices going on there. And on the surface, you think there's going to be too much going on, but it all plays together really well. There's no ABV burn, nothing off on that. One of the things that I was reading, they a lot of times put this into coffee, and I didn't have any freshly brewed coffee, and I didn't know if we wanted it hot or cold. We probably could play around with that. Maybe we'll do some videos with it. But I can see a bunch of cocktails being done with this. We'll definitely do some cocktails with it too. Because you get a bitterness, almost like a cacao bitterness in there. But the herbal, the medicinal, the florals, everything in this sip is balanced and beautifully showcased. It's almost like, I feel like you could substitute this for your aromatic bitters maybe. I really do feel like this could make, you could do an old fashioned with this and really make it more an herbal old fashioned. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research on some cocktails because it is so subtle, bitter, but yet bursting with such a unique profile to it. It kind of also, another thing would be like Christmas spices, where you have the big pot on your stove, big cast iron pot, and you're tossing a whole bunch of like orange and star anise and juniper berries and all those kind of things and let that simmer. It tastes like how that smells. It's beautiful. That is so unique, and I'm so happy I had to experience that with you on the camera because that is so unique. It's I could see why you would adopt something so unique to your culture in the bar scene in California, because that screams otherworldly to me. All right. Next, we're going to be kind of doing a hop on an airplane here situation. We're going to be flying to Argentina. And one of the things that I was reading they do there is they add it to Coke. I don't know if I can show their branding on camera or not, but I'm going to add a little bit of Coke. I don't know how much. I'm going to go maybe like that. This may or may not be Coke. I'm interested to see what happens. We might have to taste test this and kind of maybe add a little bit more Coke. I don't know. But let's go for a taste. That is delicious. That is, so how can I describe this? Because the herbal mixed in there with the sweet and the caramel of the Coke, I'm in trouble. It's a whole nother play on a Coca-Cola. I must have got the perfect matching of there. I did like almost like a 1-to-2 proportions, I feel like. Because you still get all these beautiful herbal spices going on. But you also get that sweet bubbliness from the Coke with that bit of the caramel going on there from a Coca-Cola and its flavor profile. You're just going to watch me drink this on camera for the last couple sips here. If you pass this to me in a bar and said, here, enjoy this, I'd be like, okay. I'd take a sip and go, I want another. Now, I did keep my can of Coke in there. That's why I was originally deciding if I wanted to put an ice cube with it or not. But I kept my can of Coke in the fridge, so it'll be cold enough for this. But that is sweet. You still get a bit of the bitterness going on. It's a bitter liqueur. It's going to happen. I can see that playing really well in a coffee. And I'm going to guess it's probably hot coffee. We're weird in the United States and we like cold coffee. I'm going to guess that probably over in Italy, they probably lean heavier on hot coffee for this. But that is gorgeously done. I actually enjoy that quite a bit because I enjoy that quite a bit. That is really tasty. I am floored. And that's why I love doing these unbottlings on camera so you can see my actual expressions. Because I feel like if I would have had this off screen and then came to do it, I would not have the same shock and awe that I'm having with this spirit. This is phenomenal. That is so tasty. Okay, I got to put that down so we can finish the video. All right, let's talk about market price. Because we all know market price is market price and it's always going to vary. Looking at their website, they charge about $32 for a bottle of this. I would pay $40 for this. That is such a great profile. Beautiful ABV, no harshness. The love and care they put into picking out not only the right herbs, but the amounts of those. Gorgeous. On its own, it's really good. But if you're not in that space of bitter liqueurs, it might take you for a little bit of shock. Just forewarning on that. Adding it to a Coke something so simple elevates a drink like that tenfold. It takes a standard Coke and makes it something beautiful. And again, I think I could do some great cocktails with this. I feel like this could easily replace something like aromatic bitters or any other kind of bitter on the market that you're needing, but add that 35% ABV and add maybe a good layer of it in there to really showcase itself, besides maybe a couple dashes of Angostura bitters. I'm floored. I'd easily pay $40 again for it. I have no arguments in that bottle. The worst part of it is I'm going to have to make sure I have this shipped from California to me at all times to always make sure I keep a bottle of this because it's just that damn good. 100% worth finding. If you can grab yourself a bottle, do it. And again, if you're interested in what Black Market Spirits is doing or any other offerings, a link to their website will be down in the description area below. Go show them some love. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Black Market Spirits Throwback Fernet. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirits I should go looking for, also let me know down below. I love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.